Then go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
This is our next generation fighter. You know, when I sit back and watch Floyd when he retired, I actually see Gervonta Davis doing it now.
Attention to him and make him open up here to make him work. When you get close, he can't fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me?
Floyd Mayweather erupted in anger at Gervonta Davis for shouting at Calvin Ford in the ring. He criticized Tank, saying he should not disrespect a man who helped him succeed. Mayweather didn't hold back as he lashed out at Davis for his behavior, making it clear that Tank wouldn't be where he is without Ford's support. He warned him that success comes with responsibility and that disrespecting those who help him is unacceptable.
Then go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
During a tense moment between rounds, Tank Davis shocked the boxing world with an uncharacteristic outburst at his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford. As Ford leaned in to wipe sweat from Davis's face and offer crucial instructions, Davis abruptly interrupted, exclaiming, "You gotta stop and listen to me." The sudden frustration in his voice suggested a breakdown in communication, an unusual sight between a fighter and the man who has been in his corner for years.
Let's take a look at what we thought was taking a knee.
I thought it was
the blinding jab.
Blinding jab.
Yeah, let's run.
Something strong. He took a knee.
That's a knockdown.
You cannot take.
Calvin Ford has always been the driving force behind Tank Davis, pushing him to greatness in every fight. As Tank prepared for his bout against Yuri Ortiz Gamboa, Ford's motivation was key in the corner. His energy was electric, urging Tank to stay focused and finish strong. Throughout the fight, he reminded Tank of his power, skill, and destiny to be great. During the later rounds, when Gamboa showed resilience, Ford's words kept Tank sharp. "Close the show," Ford demanded, knowing Tank had the ability to end the fight in spectacular fashion. His coaching was more than just instructions. It was pure belief in his fighter. In the 12th round, Tank delivered, securing the TKO victory. In every fight, Ford's presence fuels Tank's confidence and determination. Their bond is unbreakable, and Ford's motivation continues to push Tank to prove he's one of the best in boxing.
Attention to him and make him open up here to make him work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep poking. When I say penitentiary, put that knife in him. Put him in him. Yeah? All right, put him together. Yeah, go to the body. Remember, take the wild shots up here.
Davis has always thrived under Calvin Ford's guidance, but his fight against Roach was different. Ford wasn't as involved as he usually is, and fans quickly noticed a difference. Without Ford's usual presence in the corner, Tank struggled to find his rhythm, leading many to call it the worst performance of his career. Critics argue that Ford's absence played a major role in Tank's lackluster showing, as his energy, strategy, and motivational words have always been crucial in pushing Tank to dominate his opponents. Without that familiar voice, Tank didn't seem like himself, and the fight lacked the explosiveness and control that usually define his performances.
In my mind, this is why Gervonta Davis struggled that fight. So just roll with me for a second. You'll see where I'm going. I don't know if y'all noticed it right away, but I noticed it. Calvin Ford was not the head man in the corner, which I didn't really understand. And before the video continues, go ahead to the follow button because we're about to deep dive into this and we post every day. Calvin Ford was not the lead man who's been with Gervonta since he was a damn near child. Honestly, since he was a child. Why would you do that? I don't know if they were underestimating the fight. I don't know if they were just trying to change it up and try something new because this wasn't a huge opponent. I don't know if there's something wrong with Calvin or Calvin's not gonna be there. I don't know. But that was damn stupid. Because you notice when shit started hitting the fan, guess what voice popped up on that screen? Put his head through ropes and Calvin started coaching. When Tank's eye messed up, guess where he looked? He didn't look at that other corner man. He looked for Calvin Ford. Also, Tank talked a lot during this fight. It was a little bit of a different Tank than we've seen. He was chirping with the fire, which isn't new. He was arguing with the ref. He seemed not composed. I feel like that would have been different with a Calvin Ford in his corner. Because I'm gonna be real, the advice that his corner was giving him was dog shit. Like, yeah, he won the fight, but let's be real, he shouldn't have won that fight. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that definitely played a role, and I feel like if Calvin was there, it would have been a little different. But yeah, not a good boxing night from Tank, and this is from a Tank fan, so.
Many believe that Ford's influence is irreplaceable, and his limited role in this fight highlighted just how much he means to Tank's success. Whether this was just an off night or something more, one thing is clear. Tank is at his best when Ford is fully in his corner. Tank Davis's fight against Lamont Roach wasn't just disappointing in performance. It also exposed underlying tensions in his camp. One of the biggest signs that something was off was Calvin Ford's reduced role in training and in the corner. Fans and analysts noticed that Ford, who had always been a major influence in Tank's fights, wasn't as involved this time, raising questions about possible issues between them. Trainer Barry, who was also part of Tank's team, tried to downplay the situation. When asked about Ford's absence, he acknowledged Ford's value, calling him a great coach, but his statement, "Boxing is boxing," suggested there was more to the story. The way he spoke made it seem like there had been some sort of disagreement or change behind the scenes, even if he didn't directly confirm it. The biggest moment that made the tension undeniable was when Tank shouted at Calvin Ford during the fight, an unusual sight since Ford had always been a calming and motivating presence in his corner. Seeing Tank react this way toward his longtime mentor showed that something had shifted, whether it was frustration from the fight itself or deeper issues between them. It was clear their dynamic wasn't the same as before, with this performance being called one of Tank's worst. Many believe Ford's absence played a key role. His ability to push Tank mentally and strategically had always been a major advantage, and without it, the fight felt different. The situation left fans wondering if this was just a one-time issue or if something bigger was brewing between Tank and Ford. Either way, their bond, once seen as unbreakable, now seemed to have cracks that couldn't be ignored.
Calvin's good, you know what I mean? With us, it's always good. Of course, boxing is boxing, and you can see have some unforeseen things go on. But for the most part, we had a great time.
Very good. And how's he looking at camp? What are you expecting from him on fight night?
He was sharp, just to be Tank. You know what I mean? Tank being Tank. This is a little different for us because this is somebody that's close, to us. You know what I mean? Somebody we got love for. And normally the people we fight, people we don't know. So you can be as mean as nasty as you want to. But for this fight, we got to cast our feelings aside for that 36 minutes, whatever it is, and take care of business. That's it. Yeah.
Tank Davis's decision to leave Floyd Mayweather's promotion marked a major shift in his career. Having been under Mayweather promotion for years, the move raised questions about what led to the split. Many speculated there could have been tension between Tank and Floyd, but Calvin Ford, Tank's longtime trainer, downplayed any drama. Ford addressed the situation by emphasizing that it was strictly business, making it clear that there was no personal fallout, saying, "We are not leaving, it's business, and we are brothers." His words suggested that while Tank was moving on from Mayweather Promotions, his core team and relationships remained intact. To put things into perspective, Ford pointed out that other big-name fighters had done the same, referring to how fighters often leave their promotional teams to take more control over their careers. He framed Tank's decision as a natural step for a fighter at his level rather than a sign of conflict. Tank's departure symbolized his desire for independence, allowing him to navigate his career on his own terms. Some believed he wanted more control over his fights, earnings, and promotional choices, while Floyd Mayweather had guided him to superstardom.
So we talked about Tank in the business now. There's talk that he could be leaving Mayweather Promotions. He said he was to Brian Custer that this is his last fight.
Everybody missing, he's leaving. It's business.
Right, for sure.
If it's good business, we're gonna do what? Business.
For sure.
We're not leaving each other. It's just not on contract.
Okay. So you're still gonna do business with
Yeah,
Mayweather?
got to.
Right.
You have to do business. They brothers.
Right.
They brothers. You gotta remember they're the best in boxing. You got Al and Floyd. Come on.
But it's just good. How excited for you for him to have that flexibility?
It's good because Canelo do it. Ron Garcia, not Ron, Garcia did it. It's been done.
Right.
It's been done, you know what I'm saying?